Today we're going to demystify white balance and unpack 3 easy ways that you can master this setting on the wedding day so that you can create better wedding films. One of the biggest pitfalls many of us wedding filmmakers fall into when it comes to capturing beautiful wedding films is understanding and mastering white balance. Understanding how to properly set your white balance is fundamental to not only improving your films, but creating a distinct and unique style. When you are navigating the wedding day, it's inevitable you're gonna run into a variety of different light sources. From orange and yellow indoor lights, to overcast, to bright sunny days, to crazy DJ lights that makes your camera auto white balance have an identity crisis. But by understanding how to balance the light inside your camera, you can film easily in all of these different scenarios to get the best image possible. The first tip is to use auto white balance and auto white balance lock. Adjusting your white balance doesn't have to be a daunting task. This first method of capturing consistency within your image when it comes to balancing your color is to use auto white balance and then locking that setting for each scene. Auto white balance lock is the key to making auto white balance work effectively and efficiently on the wedding day. Another great way and efficient method of capturing the temperature in the room is to use an app on your phone called Light Spectrum Pro. It's as simple as opening the app, pointing your phone towards the main light source in the room, and getting a quick temperature read that way. I will say it's not always consistent, but it does a pretty good job of letting you know what temperature is inside the room. It can give you a great starting point. With wedding season in full swing, now is the time to consider hiring a video editing service to help you alleviate the stressors of backlog. Take it from me, someone who has spent years wasting away in front of a computer, wishing I had that time back, wishing I had a way to just kick that stress out of my life, grow my business, and spend time with those that matter most. And that is where Uncut Gems comes into play. They are a high-quality video editing service that I have been using for the last few months to really help me alleviate that stress in my life. And right now, they are offering you guys 65% off on your first edit. So head over to uncutgems.com, use my code Wayward65 at checkout so that you can kick backlog in the face and get back to being excited about your business. Another great and useful tool that you can use in the field is the Expo disc. Much like a filter, you'll take the disc, place it over your lens, point your camera towards your main light source, and capture your white balance this way. A simple way to navigate white balance in the beginning is to remember that anything with natural light and outdoors is going to look natural at around 5600 Kelvin. And then anything indoors with tungsten lighting is going to give you a great starting point at around 3200 Kelvin. Now, of course, this does depend on the light source indoors, but as long as you are using any of these tools that I've mentioned today, from the Expo disc to the Light Spectrum Pro app, to your camera's auto white balance and auto white balance lock features, this can help you take a lot of the guesswork out of the equation. But I think the biggest challenge for a lot of us as wedding filmmakers is the wedding reception. How do we balance our light within our camera to get the best look possible? Just to give you guys an example, at my latest wedding that I was solo shooting, my white balance was totally wrong at the start of the reception, and it wasn't until after dinner that I got things fixed. I had my hair and my key light set at 5600 Kelvin, and then the temperature in the room was 3200 Kelvin. So if you're using your own lights, you want to set the temperature of your key and your hair light to the same temperature of the room. This way you don't have those inconsistency of color, and you can get your frame to look as natural as possible. Of course, there are many complexities to navigating white balance and just the world of color in general, but this is generally how I approach navigating white balance on the wedding day that has helped me create a beautiful image time and time again. So I hope these tips were helpful and valuable to you guys in some way. If they were, drop a comment below and let me know if you have any helpful white balance tips that helps you navigate the wedding day. Either way, I'd love to hear from you guys. So until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace.